Hey, it's Roxanne. This is Earth 1111. I'm going to discuss the dark side of spiritual awakening today. Hey, it's Roxanne. Thanks for watching. Please, if you like videos on spiritual awakening, Ascension, 5D New Earth, and everything in between, please subscribe and hit the bell and share this video with as many people as you can right now to spread the light. No one wants to wake up. We wake up because of some event that shakes us out of our typical life, our typical routines. So this could be some type of trauma, it could be an accident, a death in the family, a divorce, you lose your job. It could be any way, shape, or form that jerks you, jolts you out of that typical life and starts allowing you to look around your life and look around the world, and all you see is the chaos, the darkness, all the stuff you don't want to see. And the reason for this is when we wake up, the first things that we have to deal with, the first things that we feel, that we start noticing, is all the negative stuff. And that's because negative stuff, density, is the densest, lowest vibrational energy. Happiness, joy, and bliss is at a level much higher and spins a lot quicker, vibrates a lot faster. So when we first wake up, we have to start feeling all the stuff that's in us. And this is portrayed in the outside world by people triggering us. This is what's happening in the world right now. The whole world just woke up. And a lot of people don't even realize they're awake. They just are so angry with what's going on. They're fighting. They can't believe what's going on in the world. And again, as the energies go up, we just had a complete reset of the planet. We are moving into higher dimensional vibrations, higher consciousness. This is literally what's happening in the world right now. So as the light increases, as we spin faster, as the light shines on all the shadow, all the nitty-gritty, all the darkness, those things start coming up to the surface to be revealed, to be seen, to be known, and to be released. So this is what's happening in the world, not just in your personal life. This is why your life right now is probably in chaos, probably a huge upheaval. You're probably not happy right now, feeling horrible. You might be physically going through some type of traumas, some type of sickness, again, ascension symptoms, or you might be just completely unhappy in your life, whereas before, you just went through the motions, you put up with it. So this is the dark side of spiritual awakening. We have to go through the darkness to neutralize it back to 0 point, to then allow us to start being and experiencing and feeling the higher vibrations, the happiness, the joy. So this is why it's so tough. It's called the dark night of the soul for a reason. We have to go through the darkness and feel every single thing. Because again, all these things are in the outside world are just a mirror for what you are holding on to inside, whether it's negative emotions, traumas in your physical body, whether it is toxicity, toxins, chemicals, heavy metals, habits, thought loops. All of these are dense vibrations. So when we wake up, we start vibrating a little bit higher. Our kundalini energy, which is our soul, this isn't some random serpent. Our soul starts moving upwards, vibrating higher. It starts feeling all the stuff. So it starts to show you what is hidden inside you. And we're triggered because of everything out there. And so what happens, most people project that negative feeling onto others. They blame someone else. It's this person's fault why I'm pissed off. It's this person's fault why I'm always upset. No, you're feeling the stuff in you. This is how the world works. This is how reality works. We don't know what's in us without the mirror. The mirror being the outside world, to show us what is hidden inside us. Because that's just how reality works. We don't know all the stuff, all the traumas that we're holding on to, all the limiting behaviors, all the limitations, all the limiting beliefs, the thought loops that go on and on and on. Everything in the background that just goes on and on and on, that we have no idea is keeping us in a pattern, stuck in a life that we don't want. So this is why it's so tough. The outside world, again, doesn't matter who it is. And this is why we're seeing things happen in large scales, in a dramatic way now, where you can't just put the blinders on and go back to your old life. We are needing to wake up right now and start our ascension process, because the earth is ascending. We are the cells of the earth. We must ascend with the earth, or we must transition through death. We are moving to a higher consciousness. It's an evolution in a short period of time, in a couple years. So it's huge. This is not something to just laugh about, ha ha ha, go back to your old life, because you're going to be seen and you're going to be shown over and over and over all the stuff you can't stand, all the bad people, all the things in your life you hate, all the failures. You're going to be shown these things over and over and over, to break down the ego, to let go, to allow yourself to start the inner healing work. Because you're only seeing everything out there because of something in you that resonates with it. We are just quantum energy. We are a spark of God's source energy. And so what you notice everywhere around you and in your life is exactly what you are holding on to inside. Again, everything is just the mirror. You blame it on the mirror, but the mirror is just there. It's a perfect way to have reality work, isn't it? Because you wouldn't know these things are hidden deep within you, these traumas from past lives, from childhood, from ancestry, from something 5 minutes ago. You don't know these things are in you until you are shown it in the outside world. It's a perfect way to do the healing. It's a perfect way to go through reality, isn't it? So the dark night of the soul, the dark side of spiritual ascension and spiritual awakening, has to happen in order for us to move through the fourth dimension, in order to heal everything back to neutral, to then start being able to exist in 0 point, which is 5D and above. And this is what New Earth is all about. If you've heard of 5D New Earth or anything like that, I'll talk about lots more of these videos in the future. And I have a video actually coming up tomorrow called How to Become the Person You Were Meant to Be. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can watch that tomorrow. Now, this is why it's so hard, because when you're in it, all you see is the stuff you don't want to see. All you see is just the ridiculousness going on in the outside world. But it's because something in you resonates with that. When you heal that in you, your outside world changes instantly. So we're quantum beings. This is not something that you have to work on for 20 years to get. We are in accelerated ascension right now. This is why time seems to be speeding up. Have you noticed that? This is why you're seeing number patterns like 1111. We are healing at an accelerated rate in order to ascend with the planet to a higher dimension. Really, we're becoming multidimensional beings. So not just one dimension, but multidimensional, which is why we're having access to all dimensions of self, to know, okay, all this trauma is coming from a multitude of areas, not just the 3D physical world. So there could be any way, shape, or form why you have this energy in you that's resonating with this darkness, or that keeps you in this limiting pattern. When we heal that, we look around our life and it's totally different. Opportunities start coming out of the blue. You're in the flow now. those negative thought loops go away, and you have positive excitement. You're beaming that bright light that you are, because you removed all the darkness that's holding you back, that's keeping you aligned into these low timelines, into all the chaos. So again, remember, the chaos is coming out in your life. So all these things might be breaking up. You might be going through a divorce. You might be losing your job. You might be having financial issues, health issues. These things are really stacking on top of each other. It's because everything unaligned to your truth, to your soul mission, to your life purpose is being unraveled right now to be released. And this is what's happening in the outside world as well. So all we see in the outside world is the chaos because it's unraveling. It's being, the light has literally squeezed it up to the surface, and now we're able to see it, to say no, no more of that. That is not going to continue. This is why so many people are standing up right now. And again, all these are different aspects of the ascension. So of course, when we first wake up, we want to protest, we want to yell and scream. We're angry at the outside world. And that's all part of the process. That's our 4D healing, fourth dimensional healing, which is separation consciousness. All you see is the separation of the bad people versus the good people. But when you heal that part in you that's resonating with that, when you heal the separation, you actually start unifying everything to neutral. You no longer see any bad people out there. Like you might see on TV far away from you, but in your inner circle, you start seeing everyone coming together. Everyone's happy. Everyone starts to being so nice to you. It's because you are now resonating with their higher dimensional selves. You're no longer resonating with their 3D fearful self. It's literally different dimensions, completely different realities that you'll experience. You don't have to believe me, you're going to be experiencing this. You already are experiencing this. So if you're going through depression, if you're feeling like you're going crazy, if you're hearing voices, if you're seeing these visions, if you're having weird dreams, remember, every single thing is purging out of you right now. So we have to stay in the calm, the 0 point of the eye of the storm. The storm is swirling around. We need to stay grounded and centered in our heart in order to detach from all the drama and all the chaos. In order for us to do the inner healing, we need to start going inward. So this is where the dark side of spiritual awakening will continue until you start letting go of all the stuff out there and you start putting your attention on you inside. And this is where we heal ourselves. This is where we become a completely different person, literally. And you will then look around and everyone's a completely different person as well. All of a sudden, the people that you couldn't stand are being nice to you. All of a sudden, your family, you're getting along with. All of a sudden, opportunities start coming out of the blue. And all of the stuff that you've been dealing with for years just starts dropping away easily. You're in the flow because you're in the 0 point, the center of your heart. So I have lots of different videos I'm going to be talking about in the future, but just know that if you're in this stage right now, it's not forever. Don't feel like you're going to be miserable the rest of your life. It's all happening to release these things from your life. And this is all happening in the world as well, to release these old systems from the planet. So if you like the video, please like it and share with as many people as you can. Let's spread the light. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks for watching. I'm Roxanne. This is Earth 1111. Thanks. Bye-bye.